with a big bang.
Hello, my beloved Big Bang fans, and welcome back to the Big Bang Theory Enthusiast YouTube channel. As always, I'm the Big Bang Theory Enthusiast, and today we're going to be talking about a pretty sensitive topic for us mega fans, such as myself. I didn't want to have to talk about this very sensitive topic on such an early episode, or such an early, series of this channel, of literally this channel that we do here, where we talk about episodes. Unfortunately for you guys, I have not seen the last episode of The Big Bang Theory, and for a good reason. You're probably thinking, oh, really, bro? Oh, come on, man, you gotta see the last episode. I've been working on it. We're also going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A about myself, how I got into The Big Bang Theory, why I got into The Big Bang Theory, and why I have such a strong passion for it. Well, right now we're going to be talking about Season 12 finale. Now, Season 12 finale hit us pretty hard. It hit us really hard. Now, at the time of the Season 12 finale, I wasn't into The Big Bang Theory and I couldn't really care for it much. But now I do, and it hits pretty hard to think about. After all these fun years, after so many amazing fun years, The Big Bang Theory, like most things, have to come to an end. But one thing I think that Chuck Lorre made a big mistake was that he hasn't given the fans anything to grab onto. He hasn't given the fans any hope that there's going to be any other seasons in the near future. It's been 4 years since the last episode of The Big Bang Theory was filmed, shot, and brought to the world for everybody to see. It's been 4 years. Chuck Lorre hasn't spoken openly about it. None of the actors have spoken openly about it. Nobody has spoken openly about this beloved sitcom. Why? I don't know. I don't think Chuck Lorre has even a clue in his head what he's going to do without Jim Parsons. Now, we all think that Chuck Lorre is the reason that The Big Bang Theory ended, but no. The beloved character, Sheldon Lee Cooper, everyone's favorite, the actor behind him, Jim Parsons, decided, for some very personal reasons, I won't get into that right now, that he wanted to leave the show. Chuck Lorre did plead with him, and he was willing to pay him lots of money, but the actor said no. So, unfortunately, our favorite character let us down. Jim Parsons walked away from The Big Bang Theory, leaving us fans shattered in billions of tiny little pieces. Actors are gonna do that. But unfortunately for us, I might have a solution to all you guys that are feeling really, really down after watching the Season 12 finale. The Big Bang Theory is full of some great, amazing things. And this channel is strictly about The Big Bang Theory. Because, why not? So you guys are probably thinking, how did you get into The Big Bang Theory in the first place? Why do you like it so much? And how does this YouTube channel even exist? Well, I'm going to answer those questions right now. Alright, how did I find The Big Bang Theory? Well, when I was much younger, my parents used to watch it, and although I wasn't really allowed to watch it, I did used to hear it in the background and, things like that when I was much younger. So I have very vague memories and nostalgic memories of that as well. But then, a little while ago, actually it was around New Year's Eve time of 2021, I was scrolling through Netflix. I was, my family and I just wanted to watch a movie. It was a boring evening, not much to do. And I came across the spin-off series Young Sheldon. Now, at the time, I didn't carry in my head that Sheldon was the Big Bang Theory character. But then I eventually decided that was very silly, and obviously it was the Big Bang Theory character. I so absolutely love Young Sheldon that I watched all the seasons, and then after I watched all the seasons, I decided to watch The Big Bang Theory. Now, after I decided to watch The Big Bang Theory, I instantly fell in love. Now, I was an on and off watcher. I wasn't as, I didn't watch it as many times and repeatedly as I was Young Sheldon, but I would watch it here, watch it there, and that's why it's taking me so long from 2021 to like mid-year of 2022 to get so far as well as Season 12. Of course, I'm going to binge watch it. I'm literally a mega fan. I have a YouTube channel based off this. I have posters based off this. I have Funko Pops based off this. show, I am in love and I'm in awe of this show. Chuck Lorre did such an amazing job, and I have such a passion for comic books, science, and I'm a nerd myself. The Big Bang Theory is very opening and very open, and they welcome you in with open arms, and it really makes you feel, like I like this show. There's so many great, amazing things about this show that if you haven't watched it for yourself, you're not gonna get it. So after I started watching The Big Bang Theory up until very recently at the time of this recording, I eventually looked up if it had ended, just to see. I was curious. I didn't know that it had ended. I was quite curious. So I looked it up and found out that season 12 finale was a thing. I ended up watching an interview based off of it, and then based off the last season, I didn't see any spoilers. I haven't watched anything from the last episode, and I'm not planning on until I actually watch it. This gutted me. Here's this kid that is very new to the Big Bang Theory and has such a love and passion for it, and now has no choice but to accept that it's over. I'm sure that this hit plenty of other fans right out of the water, and people were furious at Jim Parsons. I mean, I know that I'm furious at Jim Parsons for walking away, but we need to put we need to put we need to think that Jim Parsons is still a human being at the end of the day. They were working hours, and 12 years is a long time. 12 seasons means 12 years. 12 years is a long, long time for the Big Bang Theory to run. That's the longest a sitcom's ever run in its a very long time. Unfortunately, for all of us, Big Bang Theory came to an end, as we know. So I just accepted it and watched the episodes that weren't the last one. I ended up watching interviews, learning more about the show, learning more about the actors, learning more about the characters, and then I decided that I was going to start collecting posters. So I went and did that, got a few posters here and there, and then I got this Rajesh Kutrapali Funko Pop, my first ever Big Bang Funko Pop, and hopefully not my only Big Bang Funko Pop. And that's when everything changed. Because I am now a Big Bang enthusiast. At first I was going to call this channel the Big Bang Theory Nerd, but then I thought, really, not really a cool name. So I decided to do the Big Bang Theory Enthusiast because I'm such an enthusiast. Now we're going to talk about what happened before the last episode became a reality. So Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady and Steve Muller, I hope I said his last name right, like every year, have gotten themselves ready for a new season. Scripts, props, characters' outfit change. But Jim Parsons tapped Chuck Lorre on the shoulder and explained to him that he didn't want to play Sheldon anymore. This hurt Chuck Lorre deeply, as he was getting ready to have season 13 and season 14 as well as season 12. Chuck Lorre pleaded with Jim Parsons, saying that he would pay him thousands of dollars to stay. But Jim Parsons insisted that he didn't want to. This hurt us deeply. Deeply. Eventually, Chuck Lorre said, I'm not going to be the one to tell everyone else, so you need to do that yourself. So, Jim Parsons and the rest of his co-stars all sat in a room. Jim Parsons stood up and explained to everybody that that the Big Bang Theory was going to come to an end because he didn't want to play Sheldon anymore. Kelly Cuoco started tearing. She got up and she gave Jim Parsons a huge hug. The reason that this hit Kelly Cuoco so hard is because that actor had the time of her life on that show. Kelly Cuoco was in the first ever episode all the way to the last. Will we see a season 13 or 14 of The Big Bang Theory? It's still a mystery. Nobody knows. Chuck Lorre hasn't spoken about it. None of the actors have spoken about it. Nobody. has said anything. And then what happens when Young Sheldon ends? We'll have nothing. There'll just be a sitcom that will fade into the dark void while other things grow above it. It hit us hard. It did. I haven't seen the last episode, but I'm sure next time you see me reviewing or talking about season 12, I'll be in tears. If you guys want to see that, subscribe, by the way. So, probably not. I'm pretty strong. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry on camera, but yeah, it hit us hard, you guys. And you know, being such a fan and such a mega fan of this beloved sitcom, it really has hit me pretty hard to know that it's ended and I have to see the last episode. Even that I have to see it is really, really hurts. Alrighty guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. As always, I'm the Big Bang Theory enthusiast, signing off.
All started with a big bang.